Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to go through some products that I've bought over the past few months and just kind of take a look back at them, do a review, kind of see where they sit in my collection and if I would buy them again. So are they worth it? I think this would be a helpful little video to kind of go from your first impressions of when you're trying it on to continuing with the product and just kind of seeing what you think of them now. So if you guys are interested in hanging out and just seeing what I think of some of my recent purchases, then just keep watching. Let's start off with the product that would be an immediately no.
Immediately no.
I am never buying this product again. It was just not a good product, and I did a video on it. And that is the e.l.f. Holy Strokes Microfine Brow Pen. This had no product in it. It was dried up. I had to purchase two of them. The second one was just as bad. Like, there's no pigment to it. This is supposed to be a neutral brown and it looks like a clear blonde. I think the only use I've gotten out of it is just kind of using it as freckles. It says light buildable pigment, waterproof and smudge resistant, microfine, brush tip. No, like, it's just a big fat no. I would not recommend this or think that it is worth it. I'm gonna go into another drugstore product, and from my favorite affordable line, Essence, I have the Drop of Sunshine Bronzing Drops. Now they are the best cosmetics from the drugstore that will give you the best dupes. So the Drunk Elephant dupe, this one is so pigmented, smells good, lasts all day. I love just popping this up on my cheeks as getting a drop of sunshine. It looks sun-kissed and just blends so nicely with all of your other makeup. So this is definitely a worth it and repurchase for me. I am loving this one out of my other bronzing drops. My Indeed, I prefer this. My Lottie Hot Glaze, I prefer this one. So definitely a great drugstore liquid bronzer, hydrating, and all that fun stuff. With the bronzers, I am going to talk about the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzers. My first impressions of this bronzer was that it was really rich and pigmented. Now, in the maybe a couple months that I've had it, I'm feeling like it's not as creamy and rich as it was. I'm not getting as much pigment as I did when I first tried it out. So I'm just not loving it as much. Of course, I continue to use it because I don't want to be wasteful with the product, but like you can see, I've swiped it a few times on my hand and it's just not giving that same effect that it did when I first purchased it. So for this one, I probably wouldn't. I probably would want to try out a different bronzer from Sephora and see if it gave me better results, because my initial trying this out, it was really cream, like it almost was like, not a cream bronzer, it's not, it's powder for sure, but it was richer, like it was a richer powder, and it just kind of seemed to dry down a lot. So yeah, it would be a pass for me this time. Let's go into a concealer from Sephora, the one from Haus Labs. So again, initially with this one, I had some bad luck. Read some reviews online, people having the same bad luck of the dofa popping off, and it is quite, like, you have to push and really pull to get it out. The dofa is too big, in my opinion, for this bottle. And concealer, it's all right. Do I think it's worth it? Probably not. It's all right. Like, there's good to it, but it doesn't like wow me. So I probably would not repurchase this concealer uh, and try something else out from Sephora. Now on to another concealer that I have purchased. I just bought the travel size version of the Hourglass because this is quite an expensive concealer, so you want it to be worth it. I would definitely repurchase this in the bigger size. This has a lot of coverage to it. A little goes a long way. It would last you forever. It's very creamy and works well on more mature eyes. I have it on today and I really, really enjoy this concealer. I might get it in a shade darker, but that doesn't have anything to do with if it's worth it or not. But this one is definitely a great concealer if you want to invest in something that is a little bit more high-end. Then definitely try the Hourglass one out. Back to bronzers, or actually liquid contours. This could be used as a bronzer, I guess, as well. If you watch my videos, then you'll kind of already have an idea of what I'm going to say about the Rare Beauty liquid contour. I would definitely repurchase. I use this every day. I love it. The quality, the quantity, the pigment, how much it blends out, the packaging, like the dofa, just gives you different ways to use it. You could dot it, you could swipe it on, you could angle it so you can do your nose or your lips. I've used this around my lips and around my eyes as like a liquid eyeshadow, and it blends out so nicely. I have it in the lightest shade, Gentle, and even with a tan, it's dark enough for me. It's buildable, and it is quite reasonable. Like, I feel like it was only like it was under $40. So it is definitely worth it. If you're looking for a liquid contour, check this one out for sure. Going back to the Hourglass, when I purchased the concealer, I did purchase the brush as well. So this beautiful brush, I love that it is metal. It feels very weighted. It has kind of a bevel up top here, so like you can just hold it really precisely, almost like a pencil. It gives you good control. It is so soft, like incredibly soft. My only hang up is the size. It's quite large to be pushing in and around the inner corner of your eye. I usually end up having to use my finger a lot more to pack it in. So for me, I don't think it's worth it. For the cost of the brush, I'm thinking, what was it? It was, I think, like over $50 for the brush. Unless you're going to multitask and use it, I should try using it as maybe more of contour, something else, eyeshadow maybe. For concealer, I just wish it was a little bit more narrow. I wouldn't buy it again. A great alternative that I've used for years is this one from Real Techniques. It's a deluxe crease brush, but it just gets into the corners so easily. It's super soft, not as soft as this one, but for a drugstore brush, it's incredibly soft and it blends out your concealer so nicely. And like I said, you can get into those inner corners a lot easier than this one. I find it just a little too large and bulky for concealer. I mean, under this part of the eye, you would be fine, but my problem area is the inner corner and just find it too big, so not worth it for me. Get into some face products. I have 4 kind of different skin tint, light foundation, primer, glowy stuff going on. So we're gonna start with the one that I bought the furthest away, not as recent. That doesn't make any sense. The Glossier. So this Perfecting Skin Tint. This one I don't reach for a lot. I do like the bottle. I like how liquidy it is. I like how it dispenses. It's a reasonably priced skin tint at Sephora. So for that, I think it's worth it. It's gonna run you around $40, and I think that it's really reasonable for a product there. Glossier is really cool. The product itself is really beautiful. It's really, really nice. And I just probably should get into using more. It's really, really light. It's perfect for the days that you're doing a super natural makeup look and just want a wash of something over the skin. So I think it's worth it. I would purchase this again. I think it's really cool and I just need to start using it more. I have so many skin tints and I just like to mix and match and try different things on different days, so they kind of all don't get used a lot, but I do use them all. Now to go to another one from Sephora, which I personally, I don't think it's worth it. And all of my thoughts and opinions on these products is totally just subjective to my perception. You could think the exact opposite, and that is totally valid. But these are just my thoughts after trying and using the product. The Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Sheer Glowing Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick. This cost me over $60, and I just think that for what the product gives you, like, it just gives you that look of glowy skin. It's almost just like a highlighter. I don't know if you would want this as a full foundation. Like, it's pretty just to kind of have as a highlighter, as like the Flawless filter. If you have the means that it's just like spare change to you to just buy it, by all means, that's awesome, and like do that. But if you want to invest in it, I don't reach for it a lot. I'll put it on more as like for spots to have some glow, and it looks really beautiful on the skin. I just think with all the products that there are at the drugstore and at Sephora, that to just have a little bit of sheer hydrating glow is not worth it. But Charlotte Tilbury's line is an upper end line there, and all of her products are a little bit more expensive. So who am I to say if that's an unreasonable price for the product? I just find that I can get the same effects with some other products for a fraction of the cost. So let's jump to that dupe of a product. And this is the Essence Magic Filter Glow Booster that I purchased a couple weeks ago and have been loving. If you want to get that flawless filter glow with a little bit of coverage, a little bit of color, try this out. It's like $5 or $6 from the drugstore, and it will give you that lasting glow all day long. It looks really pretty on the skin. It looks really pretty under makeup. And if you just are looking for that Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Glow, you can get it in this product if you don't want to spend that crazy amount. So this is definitely worth it, and I would buy it again. When I bought that magic filter, I also bought this lip and cheek tint, and from Essence, What a Tint. So it's just like a dupe for the Benefit Benetint, and I really love this. Have been using it constantly. I used it to line my lips today. It is a really great product. Again, for the cost, it lasts all day too. So you're getting a lasting amount of makeup. You would think maybe from the drugstore, a product that is a lot cheaper, you wouldn't get that lasting look, but it lasts, and it is really pretty and smells really good. So definitely check this one out if you're looking for a drugstore skin tint, and it is worth it. There is another skin tint from the drugstore. I would almost call this one a foundation. So it is new. It's the CoverGirl Clean and Fresh Blurring Skin Tint with niacinamide, 2% niacinamide, and a broad spectrum sunscreen, SPF of 30. So this is a soft matte. It's nice to have a soft matte in my collection. So it's hard to say if it's worth it or not. I don't think I would purchase it again. I just feel like it's not so much of a skin tint, it's more a foundation. It's like more coverage than I would want. So I wouldn't buy it again, but it is a affordable product, so it could be worth it for some people for sure. I would like to know what other people think of this foundation and how they've been liking it so far now that it's a newer one that's out there. Let me know if you've tried it out. And when I bought that foundation, I'm gonna call it foundation, I bought the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Blur Lipstick. And this is really, really nice. I love the way it looks. It smells so sweet, like candy. And it's such a pretty color, and you can just kind of pop it on and it just blurs on the lips. It's a beautiful color. I love the kind of matte finish on the bottle. I think this is a worth it lipstick, a lip tint from the drugstore. Really, really pretty. I would buy this again. So if you're looking for a nice blurring light lipstick, this is a great one to try out. My last product. This is an interesting one because for the first, I don't know how long I've had it. I haven't had it for that long, but the first little while, let's say, the first few weeks, I was like obsessed with this. And now it's kind of like, well, is it worth it? If it's $40 for a product and it's not going to last you, is it worth it? So this one is the Mighty Fine Brow Pen from Benefits. Now, this is a brow pen that has the 3 fine points to it. So it gives great precision for the fluffy little hairs in the front that you want to create hair-like strokes. Perfection. Looks really beautiful, soft. Love it for that. To continue on throughout the brow, it's a little, you kind of got to maneuver it around and you figure it out. But what I'm finding is one of the tips has more product than the other. I'm finding that it's kind of drying out a little bit. I'm having to push a little bit harder than I did when I first bought it. Now, when I get my brow pen from NYX Cosmetics, that stuff lasts me forever, and it stays like super pigmented for a long time until it's running out, until it's drying up. And half the price of this. This is with tax like $40. So to me, it's not worth it. I don't think I will buy this again. It's kind of a bummer because I really loved the way that it like creates that natural fluff of a brow in the front part of my eyebrows. But just to not last, I don't know. I think that you should be making a product that lasts and stays consistent. And yeah, just one side like already drying up. I don't know. Anyways, that is just my thoughts on that. Might have a totally different perspective than me, and that is totally cool. That was really fun to go through all the products and just kind of chat with you guys and let you know my thoughts on them now after using them for a little while. And hopefully this was helpful in maybe purchasing some of these products or not purchasing some of these products. If you have any different experiences with them, that would be cool if you could share them in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys again soon.